Hi gang, I am going to review for you today in a series of videos what we learned the Friday before you left about phrases. So first of all, you need to remember that a phrase is a group of words that does not have a subject verb. Okay, so it doesn't have a subject verb combo, so in this way it is unlike a clause. We don't usually define a word or a concept by what it isn't, but in this case it's really important to remember because a clause is a group of words that does have a subject and verb. A phrase is a group of words that does not, but it does act as one part of speech in a sentence, either a noun, an adjective, or an adverb. Okay, so we are learning 5 phrases. And the 5 phrases we're learning act either as a noun, an adjective, or adverb. And a few of these can act as more than one. Okay, so in this video, so that's just a recap of what a phrase is. In this video, I'm going to go over prepositional phrases with you. Okay, so our first type of phrase is the prepositional phrase. It begins always with a preposition. Okay, so like in the dark, under the chair, with my friends. Okay, all of those are prepositions, prepositional phrases because they begin with prepositions. So, obviously, in order to be able to confidently identify prepositional phrases in a sentence, you have to be able to quickly, almost immediately, recognize prepositions themselves. So if you're struggling with that, you need to go to our handbook, the Rules for Writers Handbook, or find a good online list and start just kind of memorizing the prepositions. But I think most of you are fairly confident in this. Okay, so the next question is, what does a prepositional phrase act as? So, can act as 2 of our 3 options, okay? Hopefully you remember from our lesson and from doing the worksheet that a prepositional phrase can act as an adjective or adverb. It cannot act as a noun. So, a prepositional phrase can act as an adjective, and if it's doing that, it's going to answer how many, which one, or what kind. And really, it's most often when we're talking about a prepositional phrase acting as an adjective, going to answer one of these 2, which one or what kind, okay? So an example of that would be the book of spells. I'm going to undo this part of the highlighting. So right here, of spells is a prepositional phrase, and it tells us which one or what kind about the noun book. Okay, so notice that that's acting as an adjective because it's modifying the noun book. Okay, the girl with the long hair. Okay, in this group of words, with the long hair is a prepositional phrase. It is modifying the noun girl, telling me which one or what kind. Okay, so that's how prepositional phrase works when it's acting as an adjective. And I will just tell you that pretty much all prepositional phrases that begin with the word of are adjectival. Okay, but when you're looking at a prepositional phrase, you have to ask yourself 2 things. What question is it answering, and what word is it modifying? Okay, if it's modifying a noun like book or girl, it's going to be adjectival. And in this case, they're answering the questions, which one or what kind. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We want to do this. Okay, so I got to turn off my highlighter. Hold on. Mrs. Ray can figure that out. That would be great. No color. Please, please stop highlighting. Ah! Hold on. Let me get it to stop highlighting. No. Okay, so we're just going to live with it like that. All right, so it can also act as an adverb. Hold on. Let me see if it'll work now. No color. Okay. So if it's acting as an adverb, it has to answer one of these questions: when, where, how, why, under what condition, or to what extent. Okay, so some examples would be in the middle of the night. Okay, we found the dog. All right, so this is an example of a sentence that begins with a prepositional phrase, and notice this prepositional phrase tells us when. Okay, it told us when the action occurred. When did we find that dog? In the middle of the night. Okay, where? She sat under the table. Here's our prepositional phrase, under the table. It is modifying the action sat, and it's answering the question where. So that is an adverbial prepositional phrase. Okay, so as you're doing these, find the prepositional phrase, ask yourself what question is it answering and what word is it modifying. So this is answering the question when, it's modifying the verb found, must be adverb. This is answering the question where, modifying the verb, must be an adverb. Okay, so look through your packet, do the quizzes online, but that is a basic recap of what a prepositional phrase is and how it functions. Okay.